Welcome to The Explainer. So, we've all seen those incredible AI-generated images popping up everywhere. But have you ever stopped to think about what's really going on behind the scenes? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and look at the recipe, that detailed blueprint we call the prompt.
You know, every great creation, doesn't matter if it's from a human or a machine, it always starts with just a little spark, a seed of an idea. So let's start right there, at the very beginning, the core concept that everything else is going to grow from. And here it is. It all kicks off with just 4 simple words. Puppy going to school. I mean, you can already picture it, can't you? It's cute, it's something everyone gets. But, and this is the important part, this little phrase is just the very first brushstroke on a much bigger canvas. Okay, so here's the big question. How do you go from that to a story that actually feels alive? I mean, the real magic isn't just having the idea, right? It's in the execution. How do we build an entire world around this? Create a character you actually connect with? Well, it all comes down to the details.
All right, first things first. Every story worth telling needs a hero. And a really great prompt, it doesn't just, name a character, it designs one, using really specific, really evocative details that make you connect with them right away.
Just look at this. The prompt doesn't just say puppy. No way. It gets so specific. It uses this whole series of adjectives to paint a super clear, super adorable picture in your head. We've got small, fluffy, soft golden brown fur, and my favorite, expressive eyes. See? Every single word here is a deliberate choice, and it's all designed to make you feel something. And then you get this line. This one is just brilliant. It perfectly shows you the power of a single, perfect detail. Think about it. A small backpack almost bigger than its body. That one little phrase adds so much more than just a picture. It gives our little guy personality, you can feel his struggle, and it adds a ton of charm. You're already rooting for him, aren't you? Okay, so we've got our hero. But where does he live? A truly great prompt doesn't just stop with the character. It builds an entire world for them to live in. Just look at the difference here. On one side, you have these vague ideas. On the other, the prompt's vision. It takes something generic and makes it feel real, like a living, breathing place. It's not just a street, it's a quiet neighborhood street. It's not just trees, it's trees swaying slowly in the breeze. Every single one of these details works together to build this peaceful, kind of gentle mood for our hero's big first day. And now, we're inside the classroom. Again, look at the details the prompt specified. A wooden desk, books and notebooks. And check this out. Other animal students softly blurred. That's not an accident. That is a deliberate choice, just like a film director would make. It's basically telling the AI, hey, keep the focus right here on our hero. So you see, a powerful prompt isn't just a shopping list of objects and adjectives. Not at all. It's a script. It's directing a whole mini story with a real beginning, a middle, and an end. And here's that script, laid out like a little 4-act story. First, the awakening. Then, the commute, where he's walking confidently. Then he's in the classroom, taking notes with his paw. And finally, the moment of courage, raising his paw, looking nervous but proud. These steps create a complete character arc. You see his motivation, you see the journey, and it all leads to this awesome moment of personal growth. It's a whole story packed into a single paragraph. Okay, so we've got a super charming story, but how do we make it look and feel like a movie? That's where what I call the Pixar polish comes in. These are like the director's notes that just elevate the whole thing to another level. Okay, this is where it gets really interesting. The prompt starts translating abstract feelings like wholesome into concrete technical commands. You want a wholesome vibe? The prompt says, use warm lighting, because psychologically that makes us feel safe and cozy. It asks for soft pastel colors, because those feel way more gentle and innocent than bright, loud colors. It's basically a formula for creating a feeling. And it even gets into specific filmmaking language, like shallow depth of field. So what's that? It's a camera trick that's all about focus. It tells the AI not just what to create, but how to frame the shot. It's exactly what a director of photography would do to guide your eyes and make the image look super professional and artistic.
And here we go, the final commands. This is where nothing is left to chance. The prompt spells it all out. The artistic style is Pixar-style animation. The technical quality has to be 4K resolution. And maybe most importantly, it defines the ultimate goal, the whole reason for the piece. Heartwarming and motivational storytelling. And that's the whole process right there. We just watched a simple 4-word idea get layered with character, then setting, then a story, and finally style, until it became this incredibly detailed 66-word creative blueprint. Just think about that. One single, really well-crafted prompt. It's the script, it's the set design, it's the casting call, and it's the director's vision, all rolled into one. It's basically the entire pre-production for an animated short packed into just a handful of sentences.
So this all brings us to a pretty fascinating question about where creativity is heading. When you see a process this detailed, who's the real storyteller here? Is it the human who had that first little spark of an idea? Is it the AI that has all the tools to build the world? Or could it be the prompt itself, that meticulously crafted bridge that connects human imagination with digital creation? Something to think about.